Beyond laziness. Returning to the master within. Have you ever noticed that when we don't guide ourselves, something else always steps in to guide us? Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who cannot obey himself will be commanded." He wasn't being harsh. He was pointing out a simple truth of life. When you don't steer the ship, the wind and waves will do it for you. And often they'll carry you exactly where you don't want to go. But let's not be too hard on ourselves. Laziness isn't just about lying on the couch. It's a kind of forgetting. Forgetting that you are not just a passenger in this life. You are the captain. Most people, maybe most of the time, live as if they're part of a crowd. It feels safe, comfortable. There's no pressure to stand out. You just go along with things. But here's the strange part. Deep down, everyone knows they are unique. We know this is our one chance to live, and yet, we hide that truth. Why? Because being different means being seen, and being seen means being judged, and being judged, well, that's scary. So we trade our potential for comfort. We stop asking questions. We stop creating. We just keep busy and call it life. But something inside us always knows. It whispers, "You were meant for more than this." Self-mastery isn't about control in the usual sense. It's not about force or punishment or pushing yourself like a machine. It's about learning to listen to your deeper self and then having the strength to follow through. Discipline isn't harsh, it's freeing. Because when you no longer need someone else to tell you what to do, you're finally free to do what really matters. This isn't always easy. There will be days when you feel tired or lost or full of doubt. That's okay. That's part of the training. Nietzsche believed that all great things are born from challenge, that the strongest people are the ones who've suffered and grown through it. So when you meet resistance, don't turn away. Say, "Ah, here you are, my teacher." Work can be a kind of play. You know, we've been taught that work is a burden, that it's something we must do so we can rest later. But that's a lie. Real work, the kind that comes from the heart, is joyful. When you're creating something meaningful, when you're fully present with what you're doing, you don't even notice the time. There's a magic that happens when you embrace the process rather than fixate on the outcome. Suddenly, you're no longer chasing results. You're immersed in the moment. You become a student of life, finding lessons in every task, every obstacle, and every triumph. Growth isn't about rushing to the finish line. It's about appreciating the journey. The more you show up for yourself, the more you realize that the power to create, to evolve, and to thrive has always been within you. Nietzsche once said, "Live dangerously," not in the sense of doing reckless things, but in the sense of fully engaging with life, taking risks, showing up, expressing your soul. When you stop avoiding discomfort, something shifts. You start to enjoy effort. You welcome challenge, and suddenly productivity isn't a prison, it's a dance. You become like the artist, completely absorbed in the work. Focused, alive, at peace. The key lies in reclaiming your agency. Too often we wait for permission. We wait for the right moment, the perfect conditions, or someone to tell us that it's okay to chase our dreams. But the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you the life you want on a silver platter. You have to step up and claim it for yourself. It begins with a single step, a simple decision to act, to get up earlier, to write that first sentence, to take that walk, to choose to believe in yourself even when doubt tries to pull you back down. The smallest actions, repeated day after day, build momentum. They become habits, and habits shape destiny. So maybe this isn't really about laziness at all. Maybe it's about remembering. Remembering that you were never meant to be small. There is something strong in you. Quiet maybe, but steady. It's not loud, it doesn't brag, but it's there, waiting. Nietzsche called this the master within. Not a ruler of others, but a gentle guide inside you who knows where you need to go. The only question is, will you listen? Each day you have a chance to begin again, to make one small choice that aligns with your deeper self, to get up, to move forward, to create something real. Not because someone told you to, not to prove anything, but because it's what you're here to do. Every morning the sun rises without fail. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't question whether or not it's worthy of shining. It simply rises. And you are no different. There is a light inside of you waiting to be set free. All it takes is a decision to rise. So don't rush, don't force, just start. And keep going. Bit by bit your strength will return, and one day you'll look back and realize, I didn't just survive, I created something beautiful. And that, my friend, is the beginning of freedom.